Yo, yo, yo. Sup, guys? How's everyone doing? Enjoying the show of Bitcoin, I guess. Damn, what a candle last week. Insane. We'll give my full thoughts on Bitcoin, about trades we did. Took some losses on the 10k account actually. I'll explain my reasoning for taking those trades and what I'm watching going forward. And of course talk about the high time frame on Bitcoin again. Give my game plan here once again. Although I've given it a couple times what I'm going to do and what my plan is, but we'll do it again. Just gonna give it some time so some people can join, some more people can join. Then we'll get things going. Hello, Mohamed, Johan, Mark, Creative Clips, Konstantinos, Reef Rider, Poleos. Hello, hello. Thanks for Ondo. Yeah, Ondo is so far at least a nice one. I'm very glad we relonged this because we did already long a couple times in this range and now it's finally breaking out a little bit at least. Yeah, initially I was waiting for dips into this OTE area and into this range low area for one more sweep to get long, but luckily this morning I decided to just relong with tight stops. I am very pissed that we missed width though. This one, god damn. Especially because we were watching it last week when it was trading here and all I wanted here was literally this. A sweep of these lows into this level with then I'd long with invalidation. I mean, we talked about it in the last live stream. You can go rewatch, you'll see exactly what I said. Wanted to dip there and then the target would be up here and up there. And look at how this moved. God damn, would have went straight for TP. But anyways, it's part of the game, you know. Missing out on trades, obviously. Do you use RSI? Nope. Belgian accent. Yeah, that's possible. How are you? I'm good, really good actually. I'm going to Malta in a couple of days, leaving on Thursday. Still have to post about it, but I will be inactive until next Tuesday. So that's nice, taking a little break. And yeah, of course, Bitcoin is trading at 50k. I don't know how you cannot feel good about that one. Got Jack Green, yes sir. What's up? Can you check Xai? Yes, we'll do some banger trades in Discord. Yeah, trying my best. We'll see. This one is also one that I'm right now pretty excited about. Why? Because from here, right, everyone started chilling. It did this, everyone was chilling. Well, no, actually it was right here. Everyone was talking about it, right? Was targeting higher. What did it do? Get all those people out. And what I really like about this is this move it did yesterday. And that's what you want to see. A big wick, liquidation cascade, and then you long the first dip you get and target some highs. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one does something like this, maybe even stop me out here, right? We have a low here, a low here. I could even see something like this, and then the higher low, then we reclaim, and then see this rip higher. But I took an aggressive long on this one. It might be a little too aggressive, but the risk is low. If we go down there, I'll just, sorry, try again. But yeah, with these clean highs above here, unswept, unswept, unswept. Yeah, I think there's a good chance that we see some upside here at least before potentially seeing below this low again. Good example of this is PIT. Look at what this one did at the bottom. See, listing, nuke, nuke, nuke. What was the low? This big wick candle. It's hard to not see the similarities, right? Big cascade, everyone stopped out, everyone who was shilling in this region got stopped, got wicked out, right? And then strong move, the higher low, and then starts rallying. And look at what it did, and boom. So we traded this one really nicely, fully closed on this wick. So let's see if we can do the same with the up. I think we can. So I'm in a long, but yeah, I'm already talking about this, but said I was going to wait a couple minutes. We'll start with Bitcoin. We'll talk about it again after we did Bitcoin. Anyways, how are you guys doing? All good? Sidelines since 16K. Damn, that's rough. Should I buy now? Well, it's up to you, man. What was the reason you were sidelined since 16K? That means you didn't have a plan in case we wouldn't go for the prices you wanted to buy, right? So yeah, that's all on you. I'm in so long from 250 from 2 years ago. Damn. For real? How much funding did you pay? Good morning, Sky Changer. Right, so let's get started. Thanks to Vela Exchange for sponsoring. They're currently running the Grand Prix trading competition. Round 2 just finished. I personally became 7th in the second round, winning me over 4K USD. Honestly, guys, go check it out, right? There's very often a nice arbitrage play, or however you pronounce that. But basically what I'm saying is you have to put in less money than you can earn, okay? The first top 100 people earn a price, earn a part of the price pool of 80,000 ARB, which is over $160,000. And very often, like for example, it only takes $200 to get into the top 100, and you can earn over 400. So you need to check it out. The link is in the description. If you use my link to get your account going, to connect your wallet, right, and make a deposit, make sure you send me a message on Discord, because then I'll add you to my group as well. What do we do in that group? Well, I post all of my trades live in different channels, Bitcoin channel, Altcoin channel. Currently also running a 10K account publicly, where I post everything live and fully transparent. Post more analysis, more stuff than I post on Twitter. So it's worth checking it out. So if you use the link in the description, Vela Exchange, and make a deposit, make sure you send me a message. All right. Also leave a like on the live stream. That helps me a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. Right, let's get into the charts now. So we're gonna start with Bitcoin, then I'll go over some alt trades we did in the past, and some trades I'm in right now. Okay. All right. Starting with Bitcoin. Okay. My plan for Bitcoin ever since we broke out of this range with this as a highs and this as lows, right? I was cautious right here because we swept the highs, barely swept these, so I was still targeting the highs. But I was cautious in case we would do this and then break back inside here. Then I could have seen a way longer accumulation down here. But what happened, we smashed above, closed strong, and just saw straight up continuation. So from that moment, what was my plan? I was targeting the high up here, and that was my first target where I would start selling some spot Bitcoin. Okay, I said my plan for my spot was to sell 40% from 50k, 48k even, all the way to 60Ks, right? And then see. I wanted Bitcoin to make an initial lower high compared to this one, a higher high obviously compared to this one, within this region, okay? And I think, well, I thought, but still think, it is likely that we see dips from this region instead of going straight for all-time highs. So instead of pumping straight to 100k, 80k, whatever. All right. So that's the plan I had and the plan I followed, because when we saw this wick, right, I publicly said on Twitter that I started selling some spots. Didn't end up selling 40% here because I wanted to be able to sell more if we would have pumped higher. Ended up, I don't know, like selling 15%, I think. And then this happened, obviously. Started buying back on the sweep of these range lows into this demand. Well, barely made it in there. Wanted to buy more actually in case we would have gone lower, but we didn't. But anyways, that's fine. We ended up selling the highs with a part of our portfolio and buying back the lows with a part of our portfolio, which is absolutely beautiful. Going forward, my plan hasn't really changed because I still think, right, that there is a good chance that we do something like this and then top, at least temporarily, maybe go for a retest of 40k. I'm not sure how low we can go after that, but what I do know is that we might spend a lot more time within the 61, 62 to 32k region than a lot of people think, right? As of how people right now are talking about Bitcoin, they're talking like it's already sure that we're going to do this, or maybe at least something like this, you know? But yeah, I think what a lot of people are not expecting is pumping into 60Ks and then actually rejecting and maybe spending a lot of time in between these two boundaries. That would actually be a good chance for us to load back up, and that's also the reason why I'm planning on still selling up to 40% of my spot Bitcoin in between 52 and 60k. Right now, my second target for Bitcoin is these highs up here, high time frame liquidity, right? If you zoom into the 3-day chart, clean equal highs up here into the area right here where we started selling off, okay? Where this big cascade, the big liquidation cascade happened, starting from this area right above these equal highs. So that's what my plan is. I'm gonna be selling spot above here up to 40%, and then it's fully up to the market. If the market wants to rip higher and we do this, so be it, right? I still have 60% of my spot. If the market decides it wants to top, for a while at least, I do obviously think that we will be trading higher in the future, but maybe spend more time in here and maybe even see sub 40k again. So if it decides to do that, then I'll be able to buy back what I sold up here below 40k. Okay, so that's basically my thought process and my game plan for my spot Bitcoin, for the high time frame chart of Bitcoin. But yeah, you can't really be macro bearish on a chart that looks like this, and also with everything that's been going on. So yeah, exciting times ahead of us. Is that clear for everyone? Just gonna grab some water. Right, so that's high time frame Bitcoin analysis. I think next target is 52k. And yeah, if you ask me where to buy the dip, I mean, this previous range, right? Clearly a reaccumulation range. Why? Because we swept the highs, swept the lows, reclaimed the range mean, retested the range mean, and then just started pumping again. So what's your best chance? I would say the first good entry for potential spot buys again would be a sweep or a dip into this blue area. And I'm not even sure you're gonna get it for now. But if it does cascade and you see a big wick, right, I would be buying dips from 45 all the way down to 42, let's say. If that area doesn't hold, right, then I think we wick all the way down in here to take out these lows. But yeah, that would be kind of brutal. So yeah, we'll see. Lower time frames, Monday range. As you can see the confluence around this range mean, it's insane. Monthly open, yearly open, right? So any wicks into this area is a great buy in my eyes, right? Keep an eye on this area. It's gonna be key. And it's also gonna be a nice pivot to use going forward if we break below, for example, right? You just know, be careful with longs until we trade back above. Was pretty much the same here, you know. We broke below and then resistance and then smashed above, retest, another retest, and then started grinding higher. So what's all of this? I think we can remove these for now. So yeah, I actually attempted a short. There's no reason to be shy of saying so, right? Because a lot of people would probably not tell you. But I attempted a short on Bitcoin. I'm not sure exactly where it was, but I think it was before this candle at least, right? So either on this one or on this one. I attempted a short. Why? Because it's literally a one-time shot, you know. This was clean supply, the sideways price action that led to the downside and to the sweep of the lows, right? You had OTE resting there as well. And even just a combination of those two, combining them with the retest in here, the sweep of some highs in there, clean lows below, and good risk reward, right? if you took it like this, stop loss right above there, and target, yeah, even if it's just range lows, if it's down there, it's even better, right? One time shot, you know, you just know where you're wrong, right? If it pumps above there, what I really like about trades like this as well is, you know, if you're gonna get stopped out, well, you never know for sure, but very often I've even talked with someone on Twitter about this. He replied on one of my tweets, I'm not sure who it was, and we said, you just know if you're wrong, Bitcoin is likely to go to 50k, 52k, right? So that gives you like a nice trade on margin, while you know if you get stopped out, your spot will be up huge anyways, right? So that I took it there, and yeah, obviously I took a loss, but it is what it is, right? Now we're trading a couple $1,000 higher, and it's looking strong and looking good for way higher even. So that was that one, okay? Right now, lower time frames, if we take a look at the Monday range, right, can do some really nice trades with this one as well. If we draw out Monday high and Monday low, like this, I wouldn't necessarily blindly short the sweep of Monday high, but I definitely would be interested in longing a sweep of Monday low. Okay, so for example, if we get one more wick here, which in my opinion is likely, I would be surprised if we top, locally top, at least here on this sweep, but obviously possible. But if we get one more sweep, right, and break back below Monday high, that could actually be a really nice short for a cascade towards Monday low. Just a simple range play, right? On the other hand, if we don't get another spike higher and we start cascading from here, right, the sweep of Monday low might actually be really good for long entries or even for spot buys back towards the highs, okay? Monday low is also sort of lining up with this high time frame level right here. If you take this one even, yeah, that one's even lower. But as you see how pivotal these levels from the past here are, how pivotal they are right now, right? This was the high that got swept on this move that led to all of this. And look at how pivotal this one was as well. So on the lower time frames, a sweep, maybe even cascade a bit lower, right there. Something like this, and then boom. And then something like this, maybe. And then grind higher again. Just possible scenarios, you know. But yeah, I'll be looking to buy dips if we dip before taking out 52, and I'll be looking to sell above 52 if we go there first. It's all about whichever side gets taken first, you know. If we take the highs first, it's more likely to locally top there, and if we take the lows first without taking these highs, it's more likely that we continue a little bit higher after. Right, let's catch up on the chat. What's your thoughts on ARB and the token unlock coming in March? I'll take a look at ARB in a second. Hello, Ashok. Do you see Bitcoin's price trading at all-time high by May a possibility? I mean, anything is possible, right? So yes, I could see that, obviously. But if I had to guess, I don't think we will be trading at all-time highs by May. But yeah, that's just me. I think it will take a bit longer. Still in your inch short? Nope. Closed my shorts yesterday. CPI in 5 minutes? Oh damn. We're gonna get some volatility. Yeah, so trades I'm currently in, Ondo is the first one. Long this morning, right here, in nice profit already at the moment. Thought process behind this, right? A newer coin. So you remember this list I showed you guys with the coins I was watching, still mainly focused on these. And I mean, almost all of these coins compared to last week, they popped off, right? This one was trading here. Obviously not. Token was trading here. WIF was trading here. Xi was trading here. Like they're all a big, you know. This one pretty much sideways. UMA, let's see, yeah, popped off as well. Now it's looking very ugly though. But anyways, this one as well. I'm in a long on this one as well. But yeah, let's first start off with Ondo, right? So thought process, newer coin, right? Which we really like. The low, initial low, back to new highs. The highs, okay, range is set. What confirms this range? Pivotal price action at range mean. Came back down to the lows, swept the lows, reclaim, retest. Initially, as I said, wanted a sweep here. But once we started just going sideways and holding nicely above this level, right here, making higher highs and higher lows, I decided to pull the trigger. I think my first long was around here, closed in profit, and we relonged, closed at break even, right? Then my plan was to look for sweeps into range low and OTE from the low to the high, look for longs on the retest. As you can see, barely missed the 0.62 level. I wanted to sweep a little bit lower into the real OTE, the 705 level, but never got it. This morning I checked and I saw this local sweep, right? This one, some sweep of the lows, reclaim, higher high in here, and it just looked like it wanted to pop off. So I just pulled the trigger. As I said, I posted it in the Discord. Nice reaction so far, pumped from our entry. Broke above range mean, which is good, but ideally you want to see this hold right now. Okay, daily close will be important as well. Will probably also depend on Bitcoin, you know. If Bitcoin decides to go for Monday low, yeah, then alts are probably gonna get screwed. If Bitcoin stays up here or even makes new highs, ideally ranges. I think alts will perform the best if Bitcoin just does nothing. But yeah, ideally you want to see a stronger daily close on this one, far above our range mean, and then the retest of range mean could even be a nice compound on this one or a nice re-entry, okay? Why? Because we just came into resistance as well. This supply up here, sideways price action, wicked in there. So yeah, we'll have to see. But for now, it looks good in my opinion. The hourly just looks like, right, retest in there, but broke above the range mean, retest of range mean. So as long as we hold above here, I think it looks good, right? This has been the resistance, so you want us to hold above there for now. Let's see Bitcoin nuking a bit. Will depend on these lows probably. That's our key liquidity, the first key liquidity. So let's see what it does. But could see something like this. I'm not sure. Like I said, if we did this, then I could have seen us go for Monday low from there. But dumping from here, I think these lows hold. But yeah, I could be wrong, as always. So would you say you watch coins that are currently hyped up on CT, or do you scan through the charts that fit your criteria? I mean, both. But I wouldn't say I look for coins that are at the moment hyped up on CT, because if you do that, you're probably already too late, right? You want to get in before CT hypes them up. But that's the thing, right? With newly listed coins, it's not only about hyping up on CT, but also about price action. A lot of them have really clean price action, especially on a sweep of some lows, for example, right? You know the classic pattern: if it gets listed, probably pump, then starts dumping, makes a low, a lower high, goes for the lows again, and if it sweeps them and you get a break in market structure, that's where I like to long target this high and this high. So yeah, so let's continue. It seems to be holding for now. I hope it does, but let's see. Ondo, so yeah, as I said, see, it's bouncing nicely here. That's good. When's the 4-hour close? Still, yeah, the previous 4-hour close was massive, you know. Strong above here, straight continuation. Now seeing little retests. Also creating the 4-hour wick to the downside into, let's remove this, into the beautiful retest of range mean. So as long as it holds above there, or wicks into blue, right? I will allow a retest in there. Where's my stop at the moment? Yeah, I mean, you could trail your stops now, in my opinion, towards here, because I don't want to see price get below there. If it wicks in here, it's fine, but then I want to see it hold. If it doesn't, if it gets back below here, then this becomes the sweep of all of these highs into resistance, and then we're likely to go for all of these lows anyways. So yeah, could trail stops here towards there. I actually might do that. I'll see after the stream. So that's Ondo. And yeah, target wise, I mean, it's just the highs up here, you know. I could have taken some off actually on this first sweep. On these highs, actually, did I have some? No, I'm still fully in on this one. But yeah, we'll see. Second one I'm in and underwater is Yup. This one, right? Why? Because I really like the move we did yesterday. This liquidation candle, sort of, right, is exactly what you want to see when you're forming a bottom. Now the only question is, well, you can always be wrong, obviously, but if you're right on the ID, right, the only question is, are we gonna go from here, right, or are we gonna do something like this to make a higher low and then go, right? That's the question. Well, I kept my risk pretty low for now because of that exact reason. On the 10K count, I think it was like $500, so full risk would be 1K. So that's fine. If I get stopped, I'll definitely look to re-long, okay? Why? Because, as I said, freshly listed coin, right? After these lows and we pumped up here, everyone was hyping it up. What happened? Classic crypto Twitter, nuked to new lows, everyone longing on the way down. I mean, I could have been that one also, but luckily I didn't. Back to the lows, ranging, and then boom, right? Everyone who was long, well, maybe not everyone, but most people who were long got stopped out on this candle, and that's a really nice sign, and that's exactly what you want to see when you're creating a bottom. All right. So what I'm looking for here is a pump back towards these highs, but honestly, I'm looking for way more, okay? I'm gonna show you something to compare it with, and that's BIT. And that's exactly how we traded this one as well. Look at what this one did after it got listed and started dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping. And where did it bottom? You see? Big candle, everyone stopped out, but as you can see, what it can still do is go for that higher low, sweeping all of these once again, and then breaking above, right? What would be the real confirmation? a break above the area where that candle started, which would in this case, let's quickly see Bitcoin. Come on, sweep those lows and get it over with. Right, what would that be? I think we bounce around here. A little lower maybe. Take that 4-hour low and then we go. Yeah, around here. Feel free to bounce now. I hope we do. Yeah, see? Liquidity taken. I think this holds for now. Anyways, yup. So where did that candle start? On the 4-hour. This, we could take this whole area, right, as the supply, because this was the sideways price action that led to this big ass candle. So what would be confirmation? A smash above this area, a strong daily close, right? Something like this, boom, close that daily, well, maybe, ideally not all the way up there, so that we can get a nice retest of these levels and then trade it towards this high and this high. But like I said, if I get stopped out of this one, I will definitely be looking to re-long this. And yeah, if I'm wrong, you know. If it goes for new lows, so be it. Then I'll wait for either a candle like this again, or once again, some break in market structure. What's this one? So for example, but I like it here though. We just swept that low. See, in here. I think we bounce around here, especially with all of these highs here. I think this is setting up for a really nice squeeze. I just hope it doesn't do this, but it might. It definitely might. So maybe I just lower my stop, honestly. I'll see. But yeah, that's the plan on this one. And then lastly, Mavia. This one. Yeah, when I longed this, these highs weren't swept yet. We did sweep the highs and I didn't take any profit yet. But the idea basically was, right, on the 4-hour, what was it? Yeah, 4-hour downside here. This was the sideways price action that led to continued downside, and which we smashed above and got a beautiful retest into some lower time frame sweeps of some lows, right? Downside pressure, and then broke out of that, right? So I thought we were going to see continuation. Well, we did. Initial reaction from this trade was beautiful as well. But I wouldn't be surprised, right? It's sitting at support here, you know? It's a sort of the same pattern like we did here. Pump, retest, pump, right? Back into the breaker. Now this would be considered the breaker where we start pumping from. So this is not invalidated yet. It's still looking good, even in my opinion. But yeah, we'll have to see if it plays out. Let's remove all of these for a second. What are the highs? There. What are the lows? There. Lows swept, highs unswept. But now that we just swept these highs, the next draw might be towards these, which would mean something like this. Sweep in there, reclaim, boom. That would be my second idea if I get stopped out of my current position, which at this moment is at this liquidity pool, we'll call it. But yeah, like I said, before I took the trade, that draw wasn't towards those highs wasn't towards those highs. The draw was towards those highs still because they weren't swept yet. See, swept these lows and bounced. So ideally we hold above here. Maybe not go straight for new highs, obviously, but I hope we hold. But we'll see. Right, clear for everyone on all these shit coins. Oof, look at this one. This can be a big one if it starts putting in the highs. Look at this one. I hope it squeezes. This could carry our portfolio higher. Mafia not looking too bad as well. You see the 4 hour? You have a clean validation. That's the point. Sideways price action that led to the pump. Retests. As long as we hold above here, we're looking good. I'll be keeping an eye on the next 4 hour close. If it's below this below this blue box, I'll likely cut. But if we hold above here, maybe then in the next candle wick below and then continue, that would be beautiful. But damn, Ondo is going crazy. What's the last one? Yep. Also bouncing nicely. All the reactions I'm seeing on this coin, on Yup, everyone's hating it, you know, and that's a sign, you know. It was the same on Pit. I was constantly looking for longs, and then by the time it started grinding higher, everyone gave up on it. Everyone hated it. And it's the same with this. I'm seeing in the Discord, cursed coin. Hyped up coin, shit coin. Everyone hates it. There's a reason for that, you know. I might even have to add. Smart lol, your brush drawing reminded me of Pepe. You still salty about that one? Yeah, Pepe is... I fucking hate it. Well, not really, but... it's just disappointed me, you know. Still did some really nice trades on this, but basically held it back. Basically had way more unrealized profit on this. So I could have had way more realized profits. I bought these lows and I sold for scratch for 5% gain or something. But it is what it is. Like, there's no reason to be stubborn and hold because you want to be right on something, right? And we all know the example of that, right? Kepo calling for 12k and saying it's just a bearish retest here, it's just a bearish retest here, it's just a bearish retest here, and it's just a bearish retest at 60k. Like, yeah. That's not what we do. Is Yup not a hyped up coin on CT? Yes, I would agree when we were trading here. But do you see a lot of people talking about it now? Up here, everyone was long. Everyone bought the dip. Guess where they are right now? Miro. I have as well here. See, what I want with this one, also newer coin, I think at least. What's the one with the most... Oh, that's a lot more data. But yeah, still it doesn't change the plan, you know? Clean lows, maybe even these will be enough. And then a clean unswept high above. That's all we need for a beautiful trade. Yeah, it's beautiful. Clean highs up here as well. Even more liquidity resting higher. So ideally some more downside. Sweep that into the origin of this pump. Or wait for a lower sweep of this low. What will the target be? Up here and up here. Just not sure. I could see this bounce here as well. See how pivotal this mid-range is? Confirms the range from all of this downside. Lows, pump, high, back to the lows. Didn't quite sweep them. But I would say if we hold above weekly open and Monday mid-range, which is where we're trading at right now, I could see this go for the highs first. But would I take this? I mean, it's decent risk reward. Nah, not the best, but also not the worst. Yeah, I could see this play out. And if it doesn't, long again on the sweep of these. Monday low, these equal lows in here, target these and these. Beautiful chart, honestly. You know, I want to watch some stuff actually, so I think I'm gonna hop off. At the daily open as well. Especially this one. I think the low might be in. Will depend on Bitcoin, but... Oh yeah, I'll do ARB. Well, thing is, I don't really like ARB because it's sitting right at resistance. Oof. Well, it's strong though. Yeah, never mind. Like, what I was watching on ARB was this high, right, and the supply right above. Technically, it's still sitting at this supply, sideways price action that led to this, and swept this. But very strong daily close into that area. So I already would invalidate short IDs because we closed this daily that strong. Now, is it smart blindly longing here? Also not the best ID, in my opinion. Although, as long as we hold above this, yeah, you could go for an aggressive long and target new highs. Invalidation would be probably below here. The origin of the move. That's also what I would wait for. Wait for a retest of this area. But yeah, you see technically at resistance, but way too strong of a daily close to short it, in my opinion. Okay. Right, guys, but I'm gonna hop off. I want to watch the charts live, maybe look to add some positions here. So I hope you enjoyed. I did for sure. So yeah, Thursday I'm not gonna go live. I might actually go live tomorrow to replace Thursday live stream. I'll see what I can do, but probably go live tomorrow. So stay tuned. Check it out on Twitter when I'll be live. I always post before I go live. Thanks to Vela for sponsoring. Use the link in the description if you want to join my Discord where I post everything I do in the markets. And have a good one. Stay safe. Manage your risk as always. And see you in the next one. Bye.